So we're talking about the Bikeriders today, one of the films at the London Film Festival, which has been in London this year. Again, some great films that we've seen. A lot of 4 stars, a couple of 5-star films that we've seen. My name is Phil and this is Raj. You've seen this film, Raj. I haven't. So what's it about?
Well, I have to be very honest. The only reason I went to go see this movie was because Austin Butler is the star of it. I just loved him ever since Elvis and a few of his, TV roles before. But yeah, I was curious to see what he's going to follow up his massive success with Elvis with. But yeah, it's a true story about the beginnings of motorcycle gangs in Wisconsin, of all places. It's about like how motorcycle gangs are formed and, what they did in the beginning and how they sort of transformed into what they are now. And, I was a real big fan of the Sons of Anarchy TV show. So I was kind of like, had that connection to it. I just wanted to see what it was all about, and Tom Hardy's in it. Michael Shannon's in it. So, I just had a real natural curiosity. But this film, also based on a true story, was quite engrossing. And I really enjoyed learning about sort of the culture and how it evolved. And a book was made about these bike riders. And so really the film is sort of a moving montage of, what life was like there. Austin Butler is amazing. Tom Hardy is amazing. He has a really funny accent throughout the whole movie.
Oh no, that rings alarm bells for me. Is it a believable accent, or is it something that is just
believable? It's believable. I mean, people from Wisconsin have funny accents, anyways. But,
don't at Raj. No, do at Raj.
I don't think I know anyone from Wisconsin.
You got to be careful. Tread carefully.
Jodie Comer is also one of the leads in this film.
I didn't know she was in that. I looked at the thumbnail in the brochure and I thought it was a documentary, and there's a black and white shot of someone on a bike, and I thought, oh, it's not really my thing. I didn't realise Jodie Comer was in it. She's in one of the other films, isn't she, this year?
Yeah, she is sort of like the new sort of it girl,
one of our best actors, yeah, for sure.
She plays the love interest of Austin Butler, and is sort of the main commentator throughout the film. And she has a funny accent too,
but not Scouse. So she's obviously pretending to be American. But that's great. I mean, that shows again how good you are as an actor. If you can make an accent believable, if you can genuinely feel like, yeah, it's authentic. That's quite difficult. I didn't even
know it was Jodie Comer. I'm like, oh wow, that's her. Like she really transformed for this role.
He's so good, isn't he? I mean, I don't know what you thought of Elvis the movie, but I thought it was fantastic. I thought he was so good. Not necessarily a likeness visually without the whole performance, but as a whole package, he made me think that was Elvis Presley.
Oh yeah, and I even think I do think they got some of the stuff correct in Elvis, and even the way that he looked, and it can be open to interpretations, but I think Austin Butler, I think it's turned into an Elvis review now, but I think that he did it's more believable, and it kind of makes me, I don't know, not want to see Priscilla, which is also at the London Film Festival.
I wanted to see that. I missed the screening of Priscilla.
I can't really see Jacob Elordi as Elvis either, and the shot I've seen of him so far just doesn't scream Elvis, but again, it's more about Priscilla. Anyways, we're gonna turn this whole into Elvis review, but it's not. It's about motorcycle gangs and and their origins and how they came to be and how they.
Is it quite sexy? Is it a sexy film? Because Bikeriders, I mean, you got that. I mean, I shouldn't say this being a vegan, but you got men dressed in their leather outfits, on bikes. It's quite a sexy thing, isn't it? It's quite a turn on for a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely that going on. And, Austin Butler is probably the most prettiest motorcycle gang member I've ever seen. So I'm like, is it that believable? But the cast is just stellar, So yeah, and for that, it's a little glamorized a bit, but also, the bits where it's gritty, I think the film portrays that really well. There's issues of addiction, there's toxic masculinity and how that ties into motorcycle gangs and, the ethos and the weird rules that these motorcycle gangs have. And, it's just really solid film. I didn't think I would like it. I only went there to check out Austin Butler and see what he was doing. But in the end, I was like, I was pleasantly surprised. I really enjoyed that. So,
and it needs to be believable if it's tackling all those topics and themes, doesn't it? It needs to have that grittiness, but be real. Because I think films that tackle stuff like that and it doesn't feel authentic, I think can be a make or break in a movie.
Yeah. But I think this is my prediction, but Jodie Comer might get an Oscar nom for this film. She really carries the whole thing through.
Listen to me, I'm saying she deserves it. I haven't even seen the movie, but I just love Jodie Comer. Yeah, give her the Oscar.
I'm going to give it a 5. It's really good. Wow. Yeah. Very Amazing. Good. And I'm not a big Tom Hardy fan either. So, but yeah, he's amazing.
Oh, Ted's off.
Even Teddy agrees.
Yeah, he's seen the Bikeriders. He loves to get on his bike with his leathers. So there we go. So the Bikeriders. If you have seen it at the London Film Festival this year, let us know. Drop a comment down below. If you're hoping to see it when it hits the big screen on major release, then yeah, leave a comment and tell us what you thought or what you're expecting. And thank you very much, Raj. Thank you everybody for watching. We'll see you on the next video.